Hello everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening everyone. Write your name in the chat box. Okay. Today we are going to start with this topic, variables and data types in Java. Okay. So we have completed operator concept in the last class. We have seen basics, fundamentals of Java programming language. Now today we are going to start with a very beautiful concept. What is variable in Java and what are the different data types available in Java? So guys, first of all, what is variable? Variable is a name of the storage location where you can simply store your data, correct? We can simply store information for a further operation, or maybe if you want to use it later, you can simply use that data. So guys, variable is the name of storage location. So how many types of variable we have in Java? There are three different types of variable available in Java. One is called local variable, another one is called instance variable, and third one is called class, or I can say static variable. Let me explain the meaning. Okay, so everybody just concentrate on this particular pattern. First of all, there are three types of variable. The first type, which is called local variable. Now guys, what is meant by local variable? Okay, you just need to remember 3 points while learning this variable topic. So anything if you want to store, you require variable in program, correct? But local variable means what type of variable? If any variable declare inside a method, then that is called local variable. Try to understand. Local means what? If any variable declare inside a method, then that is called local variable. Guys, you have to understand scope of this local variable. You have to understand when the memory will allocate. Okay, memory will allocate, and when memory will deallocate. These three terms or these three patterns you have to understand. Let me tell you what is the scope of the local variable. The local variable means what? If any variable you declare inside a method, okay, then that is called local variable. Scope is limited, I can say, to the method only. So I can say within a method only you can access that variable. Okay, that is the scope. When memory will allocate, guys, memory कब allocate होगा local variable के लिए? So whenever you are going to create or at the time of using or executing that method only, memory will allocate. So I will write at the time of method execution, memory will allocate. And memory deallocate कब होगा? After method execution. Is this clear? What is meant by local variable? Local variable which we can declare inside a method, and memory allocate कब होगा? At the time of method execution only. Once the method will complete, execution complete, at that time immediately memory will release. That means memory will deallocate. Second type Java में available है, that is called instance variable. What do you mean by instance variable? Try to understand the rule. If you declare, okay, any variable inside a class and outside any method, any block, any constructor, then that variable is called instance type of variable. Try to understand. If you declare any variable inside a class, outside any method, any block, any constructor, then that is called instance variable. What is the scope of instance variable? I can say within an object. Try to understand within an object, you can simply access this instance variable. Okay. Then object है for a particular class, guys. So for a complete class, with the help of object only you can use. So when the memory will allocate, see, at the time of object creation, memory will allocate. Okay, memory deallocate कब होगा? Once object destroy, memory will release. Everybody clear what is the instance variable? Okay, first try to understand theory, then I'll show you practical. Okay, don't worry. But पहले understand करो ये second type क्या है. Second type means whenever you declare any variable inside a class, outside a method, outside any block, any constructor, then that variable we can call instance variable. इसका scope होगा within a object. Within a object directly you can access it. Memory भी allocate होगा जब object create होगा for that particular class. And जब object destroy होगा, memory will simply deallocate or release. Third, that is called static variable, which is very, very special. है ना? Static variable, these are a variable you can declare, I will say, inside class. Again, same rule, outside method, any block, any constructor, only one change. It's like an instance, but only one change with, I will say, static reference. कैसे डिक्लेयर करोगे? विथ स्टैटिक रेफरेंस, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टैटिक वेरिएबल. मतलब स्टैटिक कीवर्ड को यूज करो तभी वो वेरिएबल आप डिफाइन कर सकते हो एज अ स्टैटिक वेरिएबल. एंड गाइस, व्हाट इज अ स्कोप? वी कैन एक्सेस स्टैटिक वेरिएबल विद इन अ क्लास एवरीवेयर. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द स्कोप. कहाँ पे एक्सेस करोगे स्टैटिक? विद इन अ क्लास एवरीवेयर वी कैन एक्सेस दिस वेरिएबल. व्हेन द मेमोरी विल एलोकेट, डू यू रिमेंबर? स्टैटिक अगर कोई भी मेथड होगा, वेरिएबल होगा, when the memory will allocate?
Class loading process.
Very good. In a class load, but in which area?
Class static area.
That means class static area, or it is also called as meta space. है ना? So when the memory will allocate at the time of, I will say, at the time of class load, है ना? Class loading, I can say memory will allocate. And guys, when the memory will release, once class unload, at that time memory will release. Try to understand. जब क्लास आपका अनलोड हो जाएगा और सिंपल आपका क्लास टास्क कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, कंप्लीट एग्जीक्यूशन इज कंप्लीटेड, इन दैट केस ओनली स्टैटिक मेमोरी क्या होगा? रिलीज होगा. तो these three types we have in Java programming. Let me show you practically. So guys, in the last class we have created मल्टीपल कोर्स प्रोग्राम्स. हमने ऑपरेटर को कवर अप किया था लास्ट क्लास में. तो लेट मी क्रिएट वन मोर क्लास टुडे, दैट इज वेरिएबल डेमो. सो एवरीबॉडी ऑब्जर्व. ओके, क्लास नेम यू कैन जस्ट राइट इन दिस वे. फर्स्ट लेटर ऑब्वियसली कैपिटल, है ना? देन यू कैन टेक डायरेक्टली मेथड पब्लिक static void main method. And here let's understand what is the difference between local, instance and static variable. Consider I'm writing some information about the student. Fine. So suppose I'm declaring here integer ID. Let's say integer ID I just want to define. Then guys, I'm maintaining string name. Consider string name. Okay. And these students, let's say I'm going to declare here one method also. Consider I just need to write one method. So method signature is very simple. You just need to write public void and then method name. Consider method name है display. Fine, because मुझे student की डिटेल को डिस्प्ले करना है. तो गाइस यहाँ पे आप डेटा को प्रिंट करो. So what you have to display? See, student ID is fine, and मुझे यहाँ पे डिस्प्ले करना है whatever the ID is available, that ID. तो ऑब्जेक्ट जब क्रिएट करेंगे at that time we will assign the information. Fine. So this time I will be writing, okay, fine, student name is, and then I will add that particular name here. Okay, done. Now guys, what I just need to do, let's see, suppose I'm declaring one more variable here. Suppose I just want to define some example, some course ID here. Okay, so let me just write some course ID. Fine. So course ID, again, it is a common. So let me just define some course ID here. Let's say course ID is 2020. Consider. ठीक है, तो मैंने एक ID define किया है. And I just want to print that course ID also for that particular student. Okay. So I will be writing, okay, fine. This is just a course ID. So I will be writing, okay, fine. Course ID is, and we are going to print it here. This is variable course ID. Whatever the variable we have used, we are just going to print it. So can you just help me? What type of variable I have declared? Tell me what is the type of course ID? In Java, 3 types of
Local variable.
Local variable.
ओके जावा में 3 टाइप के वेरिएबल है, लोकल, इंस्टेंस एंड स्टैटिक. तो अभी लोकल वेरिएबल कौन सा है?
Course ID.
श्योर कोर्स आईडी?
Yes.
ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
Why course ID is local? Tell me the rule. Because whenever
Variable is declared inside the method.
whenever you declare any variable inside a method, that will become local. So obviously this one is a local variable. Now tell me, suppose I'm writing something here. Consider मुझे फिर से एक बार लिखना है integer marks. Okay, integer marks 90. Tell me what type of variable I have declared.
Instance variable.
See why the rule will change ना? ये भी तो method है. अगर main method है and within a method if you are declaring any variable, what type of variable is this? This is again
Local
variable. Yes, rule will never change guys. तो अगर कोई मेथड के अंदर आप वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हो दैट इज कॉल्ड लोकल. जैसे मैंने मेन फंक्शन में डिक्लेयर किया है मार्क्स, दैट इज लोकल. कोर्स आईडी विद इन डिस्प्ले मेथड, ऑब्वियसली इट इज लोकल, राइट. तो स्कोप कहां तक होगा? विद इन अ मेथड. विद इन अ मेथड मीन्स कैन आई यूज कोर्स आईडी डायरेक्टली हियर? सी, कैन आई प्रिंट डायरेक्टली कोर्स आईडी हियर? नो, यू कांट एक्सेस इट. बिकॉज कोर्स आईडी कहां तक एप्लीकेबल होगा, कहां तक लिमिटेड होगा? विद इन अ मेथड.
display method.
Exactly, within a display method only you are able to access, you are able to use course ID. So what is error coming here? See compile time error क्या है? Course ID cannot be a resolved to variable. Java says that what is this course ID we don't know. Okay, why? Because it is not a resolved type. इनको पता ही नहीं है क्योंकि फाइन ये डिस्प्ले मेथड का पार्ट है. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? तो दिस इज नॉट वैलिड हियर. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. तो इसका मतलब मैं मार्क्स को यहाँ पे प्रिंट नहीं कर सकती ना? यस और नो? बिकॉज मार्क्स इज ऑल्सो लोकल. तो सी व्हाट इज कंपाइल टाइम एरर वी आर गेटिंग? मार्क्स cannot be to resolve a variable. मतलब display method don't know what is marks now, because this variable limited to main method only. Within a main method you can access it, but outside a main method you can't access it directly. Is this clear everyone? क्या रूल समझ में आ रहा है? Because it is a local variable. Fine. Now let's talk about, okay, now let's talk about, चलो एक काम करते हैं. सबसे पहला स्टेटमेंट मैं यहाँ पे प्रिंट करूंगी. Suppose I just need to define marks. Marks are, and suppose मैं यहाँ पे डिफाइन करूंगी whatever marks are. Fine. If I execute this code, देखो मैंने कोड में बस लिखा है, पहले 2 वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर किए हैं, एक मेथड लिखा है, and this is my main function. Can anybody tell me if I execute this code, what will be the output? What will be the output?
90.
Only marks are 90.
Yes.
बस एक ही स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट होगा, marks are 90, because we haven't called any kind of display method, है ना, to print ID and name. Correct. So this time if I ask you what are these 2 variable type, कौन से टाइप के वेरिएबल है?
Instance variable.
These 2 variable are of instance type. तो बेसिकली इनको आप डिफाइन कर सकते हो इंस्टेंस. Why instance? Because these variable declare inside a class, outside a method, in fact outside a main method also. And see without static reference guys, अगर मैंने कुछ ऐसे लिखा static, let's say C name, that is college name, or let me just write shortcut CLG name, okay, is equal to, suppose I'm writing one, okay, let me just define the type also, obviously string, and college name को मुझे यहाँ पे define करने दो, suppose AISSPMS. Okay, so now tell me what type of variable is this? This variable I can call obviously static variable. तो instance and static में first difference क्या है? both are class level variable. Instance also class level and static also class level. Okay. But what is the difference? Instance variable you can simply declare with without static reference, and static variable you can declare with static reference. Are you understanding?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, तो पहला डिफरेंस तो ये है. What is the second difference? As per the memory, there is a second difference. What is the second difference? You know, instance variable limited to the object only. मतलब within this class, I can access anywhere. But if I want to execute this instance variable directly through the main function, I can't access. Example, if I write here directly ID, मुझे student का ID print करना है, तो it will never allow you. Can you see? ID को आप directly access नहीं कर सकते because it is an instance. So if you want to access ID, what you require, guys? You require object to create for this class. कोई भी instance information को, मतलब whatever you declare inside a class, that is data and method, you can access only with the help of object. So without object you can't call ID. See, it will simple give you compile time error, cannot make static reference to non-static field ID. मतलब आप ID को without static reference directly call नहीं कर सकते. Okay? तो इसका मतलब मैं instance variable को directly call नहीं कर सकती. If I want to call it, what I have to do? I have to create an object for this particular variable demo class. So let's create an object. You guys are aware now how to create an object? Object को create कैसे करोगे? You have to write a same class name, कोई भी reference variable name. Suppose मैंने लिखा v1. Object create using which keyword?
New.
new keyword.
New. And then we can add here constructor of the same class name. Correct? Now guys, new keyword will help you to create an object and constructor part will help you to initialize the object. This rule we have seen. Now using v1, you can see, you can call that id. Correct? आप id को call करो, id को define करो, it is valid. Let me just apply semicolon. v1 dot name, one more time, v1 dot name. Here I'm adding some name, let's say Smita. Fine. I'm just declaring some variable. Just a minute. Okay, so we can just declare a name like this. Fine. And then I can call that method, that is display method. Done. So guys, try to understand. If any instance variable is there, with the help of object only, you are able to call it. तो जैसे आप object करोगे create, what will happen inside a memory? You guys remember ना? जैसे हम object को create करेंगे, what will happen? Immediately inside a heap memory, you will be able to see this ID location. You will get memory for name, and then here you can see the display. Correct? And अब जो भी ID आपने assign किया होगा, जैसे मैंने assign किया है 101, name assign किया है स्मिता, so you guys will simply get the detail from this particular object, which name is v1. Everybody clear? In this way we are able to refer the information. तो जैसे हम इसको run करेंगे, this time I will get first marks, then I can see the display information. That means it will print ID, it will print name of the student, and it will print course ID, which is coming from the display method only. So just observe. If you execute the code, what is the result? Try to understand the concept. Okay, see, everything we are able to access, guys. Yes na? Now let's talk about, तो instance है तो object से call करोगे, this is the rule. हाँ, within a class you can call directly. जैसे ID name, here you don't require object to create because it is a scope within a class. ये within class कहीं पे भी accessible होगा, but obviously if you want to execute it inside a main function, if you want to call it, you guys require object to create first. तभी memory allocate होगा. Now guys, let me show you what about college name. Can I call college name directly? See, if I call college name here, yes, static data है guys. So static data, it is available for a complete class. So static memory will be allocated inside a meta space. At the time of class loading only, this variable CLG name, college name will get memory, right? And that is the reason overall throughout a class you can access it. That means I can access it in the main function. लाइक दिस, ओके। सपोज ए कॉलेज नेम का स्टेटमेंट मैं सबसे पहले प्रिंट करूंगी, देखो हियर, ओके। तो आई कैन एक्सेस इट डायरेक्टली. Plus, if you want to access it inside a display method within a class, you can access it without any problem. You can see यहाँ पे directly define करो CLG name. Yes, you are able to access it. तो static अगर variable होगा तो anywhere within a class you are able to access, because इसका scope होता है to complete class guys. So you don't require any object to create for static variable. So if you execute this, see the result. This time first AISSPMS college name, marks, name, ID, again course ID, and then again I can see college name from display method. Is this clear? This is a very basic simple difference कि instance variable मतलब कौन सा variable, local and the static. Try to understand instance and static both are class level, but static variable will get the memory only at the time of class loading. And it will be applicable throughout the class, okay, throughout the object. आप कहीं पे भी इसको access कर सकते हो. But if you have any instance variable will always create or got the memory at the time of only object. Now guys, let me show you one more important difference between instance and static. Try to understand this because I'm going to show you this practical after constructor topic, because ये directly आपको understand नहीं होगा, but still try to understand. Suppose I have declared this ID and the data, okay, fine. Consider करो मैंने ये मेरा directly main function है. Inside a main function, I am just going to create a variable demo object. Consider मैंने v1 object create किया है. Consider variable demo ये constructor part है. And using v1.id, I have created first ID 101 and first name, that is Smita. Fine. Yes. Let me write. Okay, done. अब क्या होगा inside a JVM? What is the memory structure? Try to understand. ये है आपका memory structure. First of all, this is a class load area. Consider only heap area अभी के लिए, and ये है suppose stack area, which is useful for directly execution. So this is a stack area. जैसे हम first object create करेंगे v1, so what will happen? Because of new, you will able to see this first object along with some ID, along with some name, and this is a display method, है ना? Okay, and इसका reference क्या है? v1. It is a reference. So reference variable you are able to see here. So v1 is referring to this object. Fine. यहाँ पे data है 101, data है Smita, and inside a meta space, we will get the memory for only static variable. तो अभी के लिए college name, this is a static variable, and AISSPMS I have written as a college name. Fine. Just observe now. Suppose tomorrow I'm creating another object, variable demo v2, and suppose I'm calling here, let's say college name also. Try to understand, मुझे इन दोनों के साथ display method को भी call करना है. तो display call करोगे तो data print होगा, प्लस में system और println statement में college name को भी call करूंगी. ठीक है? अब मैं second object create कर रही हूँ, let's say variable demo again, and using v2 also I have assigned some data, let's say 102, and suppose variable name or that student name is what? Let's say Akash. Fine. Okay. And मैंने यहाँ पे भी display को call किया है, and suppose I'm calling again college name also. So guys, can you guys help me to print the output? देखो सबसे पहले v2 create होगा, again ID है ना, separate object है because name क्या होगा ID इसका 102 and the name is Akash. Okay, and this is a display method. And this is a reference. Done. दोनों का memory location अलग है. Suppose ये 1001 पे है, this is 1002. If I ask you, can you guys tell me output of this code? Tell me. सबसे पहले display call हो रहा है guys, because ये बस data assign होगा तो object create होगा, है ना? Display call होगा. Display में सबसे पहले print क्या होगा? ID. तो पहले print होगा suppose 101, फिर प्रिंट होगा स्मिता, फिर आपने सपोज कॉल किया है, इग्नोर दैट कोर्स आईडी, अभी के लिए ये फोकस करो. सपोज आपने कॉल किया है कॉलेज नेम, व्हाट विल हैपन? which college name it will print? There is only one college name ना, तो यहाँ पे क्या print होगा? AISSPMS. तो guys, suppose that means if you are calling this V1, all the information coming from this object, right? Okay. जब V2 कॉल करोगे, है ना, डिस्प्ले मेथड के थ्रू जब आप V2 को कॉल करोगे, तो what will happen? One more time you are able to see this information here. मतलब मुझे मिलेगा 102, यहाँ पे मिलेगा आकाश. But tell me, from where you are able to call static data? Again from same na metaspace. Again you are able to see the common information, that is AISSPMS. What is the difference then between instance and static? Can you guys tell me? Instance variable will get the memory at every time. Okay, once you create an object. तो सोचो मैंने अगर यहाँ पे 10 ऑब्जेक्ट को क्रिएट किया, कितने टाइम मेमोरी क्रिएट होगा? 10 टाइम. कंप्लीटली 10 टाइम आपको क्या मिलेगा? सेपरेट इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल मेमोरी. But did you see any memory allocation one more time for college name which is static?
No.
No. Can I say that static memory will always share, same memory will be shared with every object? No. Yes or no? This is a one more difference, guys.
Yes.
तो मतलब इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल अगर आपके पास रहेंगे, तो जब आप ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करोगे, एंड द नंबर ऑफ टाइम यू क्रिएट ऑब्जेक्ट, दैट मच नंबर ऑफ टाइम यू विल गेट अ सेपरेट मेमोरी. बट अगर कोई डेटा आपके पास स्टैटिक है, तो स्टैटिक डेटा it will create only one time memory, guys, and the same memory will be shared along with every object. This is a main difference between static and instance variable. क्या ये point clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
So why this topic I have explained, try to understand. See, variable is a name of memory location to store the value, and we use variable to store data, and that data we can use it whenever we require. Local variable concept is very simple. Variable that declare inside a method, that is called local variable. तो इसका scope method के limited होता है. Instance का मतलब होता है variable that declare inside a class, but outside method, constructor, any block, that is called instance variable. And obviously we can add it here without static reference. ठीक है, कोई भी static keyword आप use नहीं करोगे. But static variable क्या है? This variable declare inside a class with static modifier. मतलब आप static keyword को declare करके, define करके इस variable को declare करोगे. And these variable have only one copy that is shared with every different object in a class. Are you understanding? So static, this keyword plays very important role in memory management. Okay, in Java, for memory management in Java. Everybody clear? तो static type का variable भी होता है, static type का method भी होता है. क्या ये पॉइंट सबको क्लियर है? What is variable and different types of variable in Java?
What is like difference between non-static and instance variable, or both are same?
Non-static and instance both are same. This is also you can call non-static.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the term you are mentioning, like class level variable, in the sense we can call it as global also, right?
Yes, we can call it as global. Actually, what happened, you know, in C programming, you will get some local and global concept. In Java, we don't have such a kind of concept directly, but whatever you declare here, okay, if it is static, then only we can consider it is as global, because it will be applicable in every method, in every, I can say, execution also. That means in main method also you can call it directly. But if you have instance without object, you can't call it inside a main function. So actually in Java, we don't have global concept, but if you want to implement it, you can use static. Okay. Only static variable you can consider as a global variable, because that is accessible everywhere inside a class, inside a main method also. Fine. Okay, let me come to, or let me explain you one more topic. अभी हमने variable को declare किया है. Without any confusion, let me explain you one more concept. So guys, as I told you, we have two different types of method also available in Java. Okay, so let me declare this, or let me explain this concept. सो अभी हमने वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर किया और वेरिएबल अंडरस्टैंड किया। तीन टाइप के ही वेरिएबल है, एक होता है लोकल, सेकेंड होता है इंस्टेंस, राइट, and third which is called static, and static is very important. It will play proper memory management. Okay, for memory management we use static keyword. So guys, how many methods are available in Java and what is the rule? Let me tell you the method and its rule. There are two types of method. एक होता है instance method and एक होता है static method. Again the same, instance means non-static method. So guys, very simple rule, like a method, here also rule, like a variable, here also rule will be the same. Exactly, instance method means what? If you declare any method without any static keyword, then that is called instance method. If you declare any method with static keyword, that is called static method. So obviously main is static method ना, but what is the rule? Fine, हमारे पास दो मेथड है, हम दोनों मेथड को डिक्लेयर करेंगे, but let's understand rule. So let me create here one more class. This is a method demo. Try to understand, guys. This is method demo. And let me create main function also for execution part. Obviously, method कहाँ पे implement करोगे? Inside a class, outside a main function. Suppose मैंने यहाँ पे कोई method को declare किया है, public void, let's say accept. Fine, accept. And this is what? Guys, ये कौन से टाइप का मेथड है? तो देखो, अगर कोई मेथड डिक्लेयर करते हो, इन एवरी डिक्लेरेशन यू शुड हैव एक्सेस मॉडिफायर, यू शुड हैव अ प्रॉपर रिटर्न टाइप, जैसे कि void हमने डिफाइन किया है, एंड देन मेथड नेम. बट व्हाटएवर द मेथड आई हैव डिक्लेयर हियर, दैट मेथड इट इज कॉल्ड इंस्टेंस मेथड. व्हाट इज दिस मेथड? आई कैन से दिस इज इंस्टेंस मेथड. व्हाई दिस इज इंस्टेंस मेथड? बिकॉज वी हैव डिक्लेयर दिस मेथड विदाउट स्टैटिक कीवर्ड. सिमिलरली अगर मैंने ऐसे लिखा पब्लिक, let's say static void and suppose display. What is this display method now? Can you understand the difference? समझ में आ रहा है? देखो, this is what I can say, this is static. This is static method. Okay, why this is static method? Because you have applied here static keyword. विदाउट स्टैटिक कीवर्ड कोई मेथड लिखोगे तो वो होता है इंस्टेंस, एंड विद स्टैटिक कीवर्ड अगर मेथड लिखोगे तो ये बन जाता है स्टैटिक मेथड. तो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, ये है आपका इंस्टेंस मेथड. बट गाइज लेट मी टेल यू व्हाट इज द रूल. इंस्टेंस मेथड, ओके, यू कैन कॉल इंस्टेंस मेथड कॉल थ्रू ऑब्जेक्ट ओनली. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? यू कैन कॉल थ्रू ऑब्जेक्ट ओनली. बट स्टैटिक मेथड अगर आपको कॉल करना है तो कैसे कॉल करोगे? सी स्टैटिक, लेट मी टेल यू, स्टैटिक you can call, let me write properly, static method you can call directly. Okay, directly, yes, by class name. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, आप डायरेक्टली इसको क्लास नेम कॉल सकते हो, ठीक है, कॉल कर सकते हो. तो व्हाट इज द रूल? यू जस्ट नीड टू रिमेंबर अ रूल. अगर इंस्टेंस मेथड है तो कोई स्टैटिक कीवर्ड आप यूज नहीं करोगे मेथड डिक्लेरेशन में. अगर मेथड डिक्लेरेशन में मैंने स्टैटिक कीवर्ड यूज किया तो वो बन जाता है स्टैटिक मेथड. सो यू कैन कॉल दिस स्टैटिक मेथड डायरेक्टली बाय क्लास नेम. ओके, तो आई विल राइट हियर वन मोर, विथ और विदाउट क्लास नेम. यस, देयर आर टू वेज. With or without class name also you can directly call it. So let me show you. As per a rule, अगर हम without object भी static method को call कर सकते हैं, either with class name or without class name, both rules are applicable. So let's see. My static method is display. So can I call in this way? Yes, inside a main function, अगर आपने directly उसको call किया, you can write in this way. You can call in this way. मेन फंक्शन विल एक्ट हियर कॉलिंग. गाइस, ये कॉलिंग प्रोग्राम है, ये आपके मेथड्स को कॉल करेगा. तो मैंने पहला मेथड कॉल किया है डिस्प्ले, विच इज अ स्टैटिक वन. इफ आई एग्जीक्यूट दिस पर्टिकुलर मेथड, यू कैन सी इट विल रन एंड इट विल से ओके फाइन, दिस इज स्टैटिक मेथड. एवरीबडी क्लियर? एज आई टोल्ड यू, आप इसको क्लास नेम से भी कॉल कर सकते हो ना. व्हाट इज अ क्लास नेम? मेथड डेमो इज अ क्लास नेम. तो this topic will help you to create or implement your generic method in Selenium. So try to remember this, okay? Method demo. Directly I can call, see, how many method I can call? I can call only one method, that is called display. Here you can call accept. Can you see any accept method available? No. Accept is an instance type. You can't directly call it by class name. तो class level पे बस applicable होता है static. तो you can see main function is also static. So you can call main function. You can call display method also. So let me call the correct structure, that is display method. Are you understanding? This time, 2 times you will get the same message. This is static, this is static. Everybody, are you clear what is a static method? Static
Yes.
method को call करना है तो either by class name or without class name also you can directly call. But now what is the rule for instance? Instance मतलब again object guys. Without object you can't call accept method. तो मतलब सबसे पहले मुझे क्या करना होगा? I have to declare a object here. Method demo, let's say m1 is equal to new. Again a constructor of the same class, method demo. And using m1 you are able to call, you know, simple accept method. But my question is, now I have created one class. Try to understand the concept. See, मैंने class को declare किया है method demo. And in this method demo, I have declared 2 different methods. एक है accept method, okay, and second one is a display method. Can you guys tell me, जब मैं इस class के लिए object को design करूंगी, which method will get the memory inside object?
Accept.
Obviously,
Accept.
very good. Only accept को memory मिलेगा because display को memory कहाँ पे मिलेगा? Directly in a class level. Class level under a meta space. Okay. But जब आप object को create करते हो, object represent the full class. So suppose मैंने m1 object को create किया, तो क्या m1 से I can call accept method or simple this display method, or I can call both method? Tell me.
Both method.
Both method we can call na, very good, because m1 is referring complete class guys. तो complete class में दोनों methods available है, तो you can call both method. But try to understand static method. What the Java will simply give you some warning over there. If you call object के through अगर आपने call किया display को, ठीक है? क्यों? Because Java says that if the display is a static method, you guys need to call it in a static way only. इसको object से कभी call करना नहीं है. Okay, so it is accepted, obviously run होगा, कोई problem तो नहीं है. But still, you just need to follow the rule. Let me show you. Using m1, obviously we can call accept method. But if you try with m1, see here you can access display method also, which is static. अगर आपने call किया, देखो you will get immediately yellow color line. This is a warning guys. What the Java will say is that, see, the static method display from type method demo should be accessed in a static way. Means this is not a correct way to call static method. Is this clear? See, run करोगे कोई problem नहीं है, execute होगा, definitely होगा, but this is not a good practice to call static method. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
तो static method को कभी object से call करना नहीं है. You can directly call it through the directly with the class name or without class name. So consider one more concept. Okay, as I told you कि with class name, without class name आप static method को call कर सकते हो. ठीक है. If I go to first code, ठीक है, मेरा first जो program था, if I go to this first code and here let me just comment out this much of part, fine. And here suppose I'm writing directly method demo. Let me write the class name method demo dot. See here I can call only display method because it is a static na guys, so we can call it anywhere. Yes or no? If you execute this program, first program, तो देखो इसका result मिलेगा hello everyone, this is static method. Is this clear? तो ये जो मैं बता रही हूँ ना कि जेनेरिक वे से प्रोग्राम जब डिजाइन करोगे, सेलेनियम में वी आर गोइंग टू डिजाइन आवर ओन मेथड. तो जब आप ओन मेथड्स को प्रिपेयर करोगे, दिस स्टैटिक कीवर्ड विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट. ओके, तो स्टैटिक वेरिएबल भी होते हैं, स्टैटिक में मेथड्स भी होंगे. ठीक है, अगर वेरिएबल है तो यू कैन कॉल इट एनीवेयर, मेथड अगर है तो ऑब्वियसली विद द हेल्प ऑफ क्लास नेम यू कैन कॉल इट एनीवेयर within a class, outside a class also you can access. Is this clear? हाँ, क्या outside a package access कर सकते हैं? Yes, you can access. Only you have to import that class. Okay? See, if I go to test access modifier इस वाले class में and अगर मैंने लिखा find method demo, देखो, I can call again display. But what will happen here? You guys need to import it. देखो अभी direct यहाँ पे import किया है इसने Java Basics पैकेज से मेथड डेमो क्लास. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? तो आप within पैकेज, outside a package, anywhere you can call, because if you focus, what is a access modifier for display? It is public, है ना? तो public है तो public के rule के according you can call it anywhere, but yes, rule will remain same. क्लास नेम से ही आपको कॉल करना होगा डिस्प्ले मेथड को. Is this clear? Yes. Tell me. Method and variable concept is clear. This is very basic. You just need to remember two different types and the rule. Yes. Everyone reply. Is this clear? Are? Okay,
Yes,
I'm not
ma'am.
able to hear. Okay, fine. Got it. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. After this, we are going to start with data type. Okay, what is data type in Java? Basically, guys, whatever the type of data you are going to store, right? So we should need to define first, like what type of data we are able to store. Like आपके पास जो भी data होगा, is that number, कोई decimal digit का कोई integer है, या कोई एक single character है, या multiple, group of characters है, that you can define. So whenever you are declaring any variable, okay, we have to define a type of data also. So in Java, there are two different types of data types available. Data type specifies the different size and the value that you can store in a variable. Okay, so two types है, primitive, non-primitive. Primitive, this is all about the primary data type. And these primitive types are almost common. You will be able to see these primitive types in every programming language. Non-primitive, it is all about where you can simply all the classes, all the object, okay, it comes under non-primitive. So string, array, it comes under non-primitive data type. Okay, guys, primitive, you just need to remember the families. See, there are two different families. One is called Boolean, second one is numeric. Okay, Boolean में this is a Boolean data type. What the Boolean means? Boolean मतलब कौन सा टाइप? जहां पे आप लोग true और false आप इस टाइप का डेटा स्टोर करोगे. Internally, Boolean type require only 1 bit of memory. Try to understand. Computer system memory, guys. Total 1 byte मतलब कितने bits? 1 byte means how many bits? 8 bits, correct. तो इसमें से 1 bit information और 1 bit memory only required for Boolean. Okay, memory. I will say memory. If you go for numeric, try to understand in Java programming, numeric में character family है and integral family है. Under numeric character comes, तो character will simply store single character, guys. अगर कोई भी सिंगल कैरेक्टर वैल्यू आपको स्टोर करना है, आप कैरेक्टर को यूज करोगे यूजिंग CHAR. This is a data type. But if I ask you, what the memory character will simply require? Guys, in C programming, can you tell me in C programming कितना मेमोरी होता है कैरेक्टर के लिए?
1 byte.
1 byte.
1 byte.
But let me tell you, in Java programming language, character require total 2 byte memory. Okay, तो remember this point. इसको 2 byte का memory लगता है कैरेक्टर को स्टोर करने के लिए. Integral pattern में there are two patterns, integer and floating point. When you go for integer, 4 families are there. Byte, short, integer, long. Byte require 1 byte memory, guys. Short require 2 byte. Integer required 4 byte. And long, that is 8 byte. Same for floating point. अगर कोई decimal number आपको decimal digit से कोई number लिखना है, जैसे कि 30.49 something like this, तो ये जो point decimal digit है ना, इसके वजह से फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट फैमिली इज डिफरेंट एंड फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट में फ्लोट एंड डबल दीज आर द टू पैटर्न. Float require 4 byte of memory and double require total 8 byte of memory. Okay. One more beautiful concept in Java. By default अगर आपने कोई भी डेसिमल नंबर एंटर किया तो इसका डिफॉल्ट टाइप होता है डबल. इन जावा एनी नंबर इफ यू राइट नॉर्मल इंटीजर नंबर तो इसका डिफॉल्ट टाइप होता है इंटीजर. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? दिस रूल यू जस्ट नीड टू रिमेंबर. The primitive type first I will explain along with the practical, and once we will cover primitive and the control flow statements and all, then we will start with non-primitive. So class, object, every string is also a primitive non-primitive type. Why? Because string is a class in Java. By default string हम use करेंगे as a type, data type to store a multiple character, but string internally implemented as a class, guys. That is the reason it comes under non-primitive. Okay. So ये theory point सबको clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's continue practical tomorrow. Okay. I will be covering this practical tomorrow because if we start, ये complete नहीं होगा topic. But let me show you. चलो एक 5 मिनट के लिए continue करेंगे. Let me show you. You can directly not interface. You can create a class. Just a minute. See this. Suppose this is a data types. Let me just define data types demo. ठीक है? देखो. Let me create public static void main. Let me start with the families. So इसको understand करो. This is I am explaining now first primitive type. ठीक है? Primitive. This is all about a primary type. And first family I will be showing you Boolean. तो boolean मतलब either you can store true value, either you can store false value. ठीक है? It require only 1 bit of memory. So how you can declare a boolean data? आपको बस लिखना है boolean as a type, then कोई भी variable name. Suppose I'm writing status. Okay, flag. आप कोई भी term use करो. Status is equal to suppose मुझे define करना है true. That's it. No single quote, no double quote. इस वे से लिखोगे. And whatever data you are writing, this is which type of data? This is a Boolean type of data. So Boolean type data is, I can print in this way. What I can print? Status. What will happen in memory, guys? Try to understand. जैसे आप define करोगे status is equal to true, ठीक है? Immediately inside a memory एक status का type क्या है? Boolean. तो सबसे पहले क्या होगा? The true is going to store in the status. तो status के लिए पहले variable का storage create होगा, है ना? ये boolean टाइप का है मतलब only 1 bit storage it will create, and true है मतलब ये store क्या करेगा? 1 inside a 1 bit. तो guys true के लिए 1, false के लिए 0. But once you print it, तो ये 1 आपको printed मिलेगा in the form of true. जब आप इसको completely print करोगे तो ये आपको define करेगा कि what the status you have print और what the status you have simply store. You have stores true. So if you execute, you will be able to see the result. See this. Boolean type data is true. Okay. Everybody clear? Suppose I am writing here one more. Consider status is equal to false. Guys, what is the meaning of this statement? यहाँ पे separate variable create हुआ है या same variable update हो रहा है? Tell me.
Same variable reinitialize हुआ है.
Exactly. तो new memory you will not get. अगर आप second type use करोगे same variable and if you write any other data, that means अब क्या होगा? Previous data will be simply replaced with a new data. That is false, nothing but 0. Are you understanding? So if you apply here one more system out statement after this line, okay, and here I will say, okay, updated Boolean data is, and here I can print again same status. तो पहले जब रन करोगे एग्जीक्यूशन विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द मेन. तो मेन में सबसे पहला सेगमेंट होगा 10th नंबर. तो पहले आपको स्टेटस यहाँ पे स्टार्ट होगा. तो स्टेटस का वैल्यू फर्स्ट टाइम क्या है? ट्रू. इट विल प्रिंट ट्रू. देन आपने चेंज किया है फॉल्स. अगेन इट विल प्रिंट व्हाट? द फॉल्स वन. So let's observe. If you execute, you will be able to see the result, true and the false. Everyone clear? But हाँ, अगर इस टाइम मैंने ऐसे कुछ लिखा, Boolean, let's say new status, consider new status is equal to, I'm writing suppose false. What will happen? This time you will be able to see new variable now, new location.
Yes.
That means inside a memory, somewhere else, you will be able to see this new status. And here again, whatever the data you have stored, you will get the same result. For example, this time, if I write new status is, and suppose I'm printing the same, new, okay, warning दिख रहा होगा first time जब आप apply करोगे, जब उस variable को use करोगे, the warning will simply remove, okay? And this time you can see the Boolean data. So whatever data we have stored, you will be able to see the same result. So Boolean मतलब only either true or false, you are able to store. After Boolean, we have a numeric family, है ना? Under numeric is दो pattern है. सबसे पहले start करना है character से. इसके बाद यहाँ पे pattern है integral. ठीक है? Integral. Integral में generally हमारे पास क्या है? Integral में हमारे पास available है integer type. इसमें भी दो patterns है. We have integer and we have, you know, floating point. Correct. तो ये families को बस याद रखो कि कैसे हम इसको use करेंगे. तो this is your floating point. Okay. Let's see the character type. अगर character को refer करना है, एक मिनट, integral, yes, let me check it. Okay, in this way, integral. Okay, fine. Now let me write, okay, for character. So guys, once you talk about character, as I told you, character will simply store single character. Okay, single character. And here, what is the concept? Internally, it will take what? 2 byte memory. So you just need to remember 2 byte memory लगता है Java में. Fine. How you can declare a character? It's very simple. Char C1. Suppose I'm writing here one single character, that is A. Okay. So this is the way to represent your character. देखो initially आपको warning मिलेगा because I have initialized C1 with A, but I haven't used anywhere in my code C1. जैसे आप डिफाइन करोगे उस C1 को, जैसे एग्जांपल मुझे उसका वैल्यू बस प्रिंट करना है, जैसे कैरेक्टर डेटा इज, मुझे ये प्रिंट करना है. ओके, तो इफ आई यूज हियर C1, सी द वार्निंग गॉन, है ना? तो अब C1 के पास कौन सा डेटा आपने स्टोर किया है? सिंगल कैरेक्टर कैपिटल A. इफ यू एग्जीक्यूट, यू आर एबल टू सी हियर. लेट मी एड वन सेपरेटर गाइस. ठीक है, तो ये आपका रहेगा कैरेक्टर के लिए डेटा. Now what else we can store in character? Try to understand any single character, any special character. Okay, we are able to store. अगर मैंने लिखा C2, C2 is equal to single character में suppose मैंने लिखा है this hash. Okay, this is what? This is special character. Try to understand. ये क्या है? This is special character. तो कोई भी special character आप store कर सकते हो character में. ठीक है, मतलब using character data type, and here I can say okay fine, character data is, and then I can print here C2. Yes, or I will write here special character data. So let me just write here one more statement, special character data. Done. तो अब C2 में क्या प्रिंट होगा? Obviously hash symbol ना. देखो, तो कैरेक्टर में आप कोई भी A to Z का कैरेक्टर स्टोर कर सकते हो. यस, यू कैन स्टोर एनी सिंबल. यस, एस्ट्रिक, यू नो, एक्सक्लेमेटरी मार्क, @ सिंबल, कोई भी आप स्टोर कर सकते हो. यस, व्हाट एल्स? देयर इज अ वन मोर क्वेश्चन. ओके, पीपल आस्क दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन, कैन आई स्टोर एनी नंबर इनटू कैरेक्टर? लेट्स सी. कैर, आप ऐसे लिखोगे कैर C3. सपोज आई एम राइटिंग हियर 97. इज इट अलाउड? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? क्या कोई नंबर स्टोर कर सकते हो?
Yes.
Okay, yes or no? No. Right.
Yes.
Okay, we can't store any number, but let me tell you, if whatever you are storing, okay, suppose मैंने यहाँ पे बस semicolon ऐड किया, see my character type is accepting a number, how it is possible?
I think वो ASCII value लेगा.
Exactly. What will happen internally, you know, आपने जो भी डेटा पास किया है, it will accept that data in the form of ASCII. मतलब कीबोर्ड्स पे वॉट एवर द कैरेक्टर यू कैन सी ना, इंटरनली हर एक कैरेक्टर के लिए एक ASCII वैल्यू अवेलेबल है गाइस, फ्रॉम A to Z, all the letters, from for numbers, everything, whatever the keyboards keys you are able to observe, for every key we have internal ASCII value. Sometimes we can call it as Unicode value also. तो character में it will accept ASCII value also. Please understand. That is the reason 97 का ASCII, ये 97 as a ASCII accept होगा, and ये return क्या करेगा? It will return you small a. Let me show you. Because it is ASCII value for small a. Example, ASCII value or let me just write here, character value for ASCII. इस वे से अंडरस्टैंड करो. जो भी ASCII नंबर आपने पास किया है, let me write here ASCII number. ठीक है, कैरेक्टर वैल्यू फॉर ASCII नंबर कौन सा? 97. तो 97 के लिए क्या मिलेगा आपको कैरेक्टर? जस्ट ऑब्जर्व इन C3. C3 will print what? 90, sorry, C3 will print here small a. Can you see this result, everybody? देखो, ये है आपका कैरेक्टर वैल्यू फॉर दिस 97 ASCII नंबर. तो इज दैट मीन अगर मैंने ऐसे कुछ लिखा, सपोज C4 इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? सपोज 65. व्हाट आई विल गेट? अगेन 65 का कोई ASCII कैरेक्टर आपको मिलेगा? सिंपल, 65 इज हियर ASCII, इसका कैरेक्टर रिटर्न होगा C4 में. मतलब C4 क्या स्टोर कर रहा है? C4 इज एक्सेप्टिंग ASCII एंड इट इज स्टोरिंग इट्स कैरेक्टर वैल्यू. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? तो जब आप C4 को प्रिंट करोगे, यू आर एबल टू सी हियर कैपिटल A, because 65 is a number for ASCII number for capital A. Can you see? तो ये ASCII टेबल को रेफर करने के लिए you need to take a help of Google. Okay, let me show you. If you go to Google and Google पे directly लिखो ASCII table, okay, you will be able to see so many tables available on Google. उसमें से कोई भी एक टेबल को बस रेफर करो. See this? Okay. Let this load. Fine. And let me just scroll down. Yes. And can you see this values? दिख रहा है सबको? तो guys यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करो. These are your characters, है ना? A to Z. तो कैपिटल A का ASCII वैल्यू कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा? 65 से स्टार्ट होगा. Okay. Is this clear? 65 is the starting point for A. तो 65 से Z तक, मतलब Z के लिए क्या है? It is 90. And from 90 to, I can say 97 to 122 for small z. Can you see? 0 to 9 नंबर का ASCII क्या है? 48 से लेके 57 तक. तो at least for interview practice, you can remember these ASCII codes. Okay? Capital A to Z. What is ASCII? 65 से लेके 90 तक. Okay? 65 to 90. Simple. अगर आपको स्मॉल A to Z का रिक्वायर्ड है तो A to Z कितना है? It is from 97 to 122. एंड थर्ड हमने देखा था फॉर 0 to 9 नंबर्स. ओके, 0 to 9 अगर नंबर्स है तो 48 to 56 और 57. लेट मी चेक. 48 to 57, करेक्ट. These are what ASCII numbers. So guys, in between this, if you add anything, definitely you will be able to see either capital or small A to Z, any character, 0 to 9, any number. If you add any other ASCII, definitely you will be able to see some other character. This example देखो, यहाँ पे 127 is for delete, है ना? delete key. So let me try with the same. अगर मैंने लिखा 127, तो ये क्या प्रिंट करेगा? देखो, what the character it will return to me. Can you see? अब यहाँ पे एक बटन का सिंबल आ रहा है ना? We are not getting that correctly, but ये क्या है? It is a button symbol. Simple. Is this clear? तो कोई भी character, any single character you can store, but try to understand what we can store in character. You can store any simple character, any special character, any ASCII also you can store. Is this clear? क्या character data type सबको clear है?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So in the next class, we will see integer. Okay. एग्जैक्टली इंटीजर पैटर्न्स में किस वे से आप बाइट, शॉर्ट एंड इंटीजर एंड लॉन्ग को अंडरस्टैंड करोगे एंड फ्लोट एंड डबल, दैट फैमिली वी विल कंप्लीट. ओके, सो रिमेनिंग टॉपिक्स वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. प्लीज प्रैक्टिस करो. जावा प्रोग्रामिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो इसके जितने भी टॉपिक्स हम एवरी डे जो भी स्टडी करेंगे प्लीज एक बार गो थ्रू करो. फाइन. Okay, you guys have any kind of query you can discuss?